UGC rates are confusing for a reason. And if you've ever felt lost trying to price your UGC, it's not because you're doing something wrong. The reality is this: there is no industry standard for UGC rates. And that's what makes this conversation so overwhelming, especially when you're just starting out. So before we go into the video any further, I want to make something clear. This video is not a rate card. This video is not how much you should be charging for your UGC either. What I'm going to share with you today is how I learned to think about pricing, what actually mattered to me when I was a beginner, and why copying other people's rates will only bring you usually more confusion rather than clarity. Welcome back, and if you're new here, hi, my name is Ashley. I'm a full-time travel content creator, and I built this small piece of the internet to teach you how you can build an honest and sustainable creative life through real monetization, shared experiences, clear thinking, and most importantly, creating a creative life that adapts to where you are now and where you want to go in the future. One of the biggest reasons that UGC rates feel all over the place is because it depends on project to project. Every brand will ask you for different deliverables. Some want 1 video, some want 5, some want raw footage, others will ask you to edit the entire content. Then there's usage rights. Is the brand going to use your video organically, or are they going to run ads through it? If so, for how long? And then brand budgets vary massively. If you want to compare a startup to a global brand, of course their rates are going to be different, and it has absolutely nothing to do with you as a creator. And finally, as well, creator experience plays a big role. Someone with years of proof, repeat clients, proof of performance is going to have a completely different rate than someone who is just starting out. So when you see 10 different creators charging 10 different prices, it's not surprising, because numbers only make sense when you understand what's behind them. And the biggest mistake I see is new creators applying rates that they see online and they just copy it. I see many people online just looking at those prices and saying, well, I can charge the same, but what you're actually missing is what is the conversation piece behind those rates. That, my friend, is leverage. Because let me tell you something, your confidence alone will not set your rates, and raising your prices will not magically get brands to say yes to you. Because if you think about it, rates don't just exist in a vacuum space in the universe. They are based on business decisions, because brands ask themselves a couple of questions before choosing you. One of the things that they ask is, can this creator deliver? Does this creator understand our product? And can we trust this creator with our budget? And if you're not answering these questions, it doesn't mean that you're doing something wrong or that you're falling behind. It just means that maybe you're not so experienced. And there's nothing, again, wrong with that. To give you some clarity, when I started out, I really didn't copy any rates that I saw online, because my first priority was learning what actually worked in the UGC space, what the brands were looking for, and how I could adapt to whatever was the current situation of the market, because I thought of value in terms of experience first. So for example, I was more interested in building out my skills. I was actually interested in learning what was working on social media platforms and what was each project that I was working on with brands teaching me for future situations. And I adjusted my pricing as I went. Being very honest with you, I started a lot on barter situations. And if you don't know what barter is, it just means that brands will send you out a product for free in return for a video. And now I know that a lot of people discuss that this is not the correct way to do it. I just necessarily wanted to, again, build my experience, build out my skills, so that when it came time for me to charge, I felt a lot more confident in what I was able to deliver to the brand. And believe me, now, even though I charge for services, not every single briefing that I apply to has the same rate. Because again, there's so much that changes from partnership to partnership, brand briefing to brand briefing, that you do need to adapt every single time what you are charging to which brands. So going back to the approach when I first started UGC, this actually gave me the confidence and the experience so that when I actually gave them numbers, I felt very confident that I was worth whatever I was asking. But the reality is that what moves your rates further is not your confidence, but it's your proof. And proof of what, you might be asking? Well, for one, proof of concept, proof that you've worked with brands, proof that you have a clear understanding about usage rights, and finally, trust. Because when brands come back to you, that's leverage. When they expand their usage rights, that's leverage as well. And when you understand what type of content performs, that's leverage. And at the end of the day, higher rates are a byproduct. They're not a starting point. They will come from consistent work and not you rushing the process. And they come as well from positioning, not from pressure on yourself. And now I also want to be really honest about this part, which is UGC is not guaranteed income. UGC is project-based, the rates fluctuate, and being honest with you, you will have some months that you will be booming with work and others that you will hear absolutely nothing but crickets. And that's why I value sustainability versus making fast money. Because if you build your strategy around hype and trends and shortcuts, you're eventually going to lead yourself into burnout. But if you're thinking long term, you will build your skills over time, your experience over time, and you will allow yourself the time to grow. So if UGC rates feel crazy and confusing right now, it's absolutely normal. And let me rephrase this, you are not doing anything wrong and you're not behind. So don't compare yourself to someone who's been doing this for a long time versus you when you're just starting out. So my advice for you is take your time, build your leverage intentionally, and think long term. So again, you know me, I will come back every week to share with you what works, what is not working. I will keep sharing with you my journey as I progress as a full-time content creator in 2026, particularly using UGC to monetize my creator journey. And I hope to see you next week.